is meteorologist Mark Molnar. Thank you for joining me for Weather Northeastern. I do have my spring outlook from the rest of April through May and all the way 3/4 of the way through June. So my spring outlook is coming out very shortly, and also I will be doing monthly outlooks as well as the hurricane season 2019 update coming out very shortly. Let's get right into the particulars. We're starting off with a weather pattern that's very, very stormy for the central and upper plains here into the Midwest. And I'll show you why here. We have an associated front along with a very powerful low pressure system over the central, mid and central plains here. To the north of that, we have the blizzard-like conditions across places like South Dakota, Minnesota. These areas could see upwards of snow in the feet, and also just south and east of that main axis of heaviest blizzard conditions, we'll get in on the severe weather, places like Iowa, Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, and that will pinwheel its way over towards the Chicago area, Illinois, Indiana, over towards eventually Ohio and western Pennsylvania towards later in the week. So these areas in the red shading, that is where we'll see some severe weather heading from Wednesday all the way as stretching east here towards Friday. So this is a very powerful system. It has two sides to it, the blizzard to the north and west here, and then the severe thunderstorms here. There'll be areas that you literally go 30 or 40 miles and you go from blizzard conditions to extreme warmth with severe thunderstorms. So it's a very powerful system here in the north and central plains. And then on the eastern side of it here along the northeast areas of mid-Atlantic, by the time it gets to you, it will be mostly showers and thunderstorms. Likely, some of them could be strong as they move towards Friday here. Let's get right into viewer sent in photo and video. John from Islip, New York, Fire Island Lighthouse views here. Take a look at some of these beautiful views that he snapped while he was up on this lighthouse in Fire Island, New York. You can see all of these beautiful views going around 360 degrees here. So nice photos and captures here, John. And we pinwheel our way to Lucas in Linden, Texas. Take a look at this. Continuing on with his slow motion lightning across the Linden, Texas area. And the southern states have really been getting a lot of lightning. That will translate towards the north, as I showed you, into the Midwest and eventually the Ohio River Valley. So let's get right into the precipitation amounts. Very stormy conditions here. I'll show you from the Mississippi region up to the north central plains where we get the blizzard, over to Chicago and Detroit. This area, this triangle here, is where we'll see the lion's share of the precipitation on the order of 2 to 3 inches. And then of course this up here in the Dakotas and Minnesota, that is all the heavy blizzard conditions. So there you have it. Anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch up to places like New York and Pennsylvania and New England area. Let's get right into the pattern. There it is, that strong jet stream pattern. You got the polar jet interacting very closely here with the subtropical jet. The two coming together over the north central plains. Ridge developing in the east here with plenty of warmth to feed these strong to severe thunderstorms here through the upper plains into the upper Midwest and into portions of the Ohio Valley towards Thursday and Friday. And that pattern will continue through the end of the week. Getting right into snowfall totals across the Northeast, I'm really not a big story here. Maybe a little bit around the edges up here into northern New England. Mainly off the map here into Maine as you get that overrunning. But ice totals here, not really looking at much either. It will not really be much of a factor. As I said, we might see some wet snowflakes here and there, but not much to talk about. Let's get right into the forecast, starting off with the midpoint of your week, Wednesday. Cool down here is the name of the game. Take a look at this. 40s from Binghamton over to Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, New York State Thruway. 50s across the Pennsylvania Turnpike on southward here. We'll break out some sunshine, but it will be blusterier and cold into your Thursday. We start to warm things up. We might have a few morning snow flurries here in upstate New York, but most of it will be lifting out of the region by noontime. We'll break into the 50s here, places like Binghamton, Buffalo, over towards the coastal plain, maybe up towards 60. And we'll start to erode some of that cold into your Friday. This is where you get the warm fronts pushing in, and that next system from the Ohio River Valley, as I was alluding to here, will have some of those strong thunderstorms developing places like Cleveland, Erie, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, maybe as far east as Bradford, and just west of State College here. These are the areas in extreme southwestern New York. We might have to watch for a strong thunderstorm later in the day on Friday here as the instability pushes in rather vigorous system from the plains in the upper Midwest into your Saturday. Here it is. We get that system, it pushes through, turning blustery again, and of course temperatures will be on the tumble. It won't get too cold, but to say the least here, we will have temperatures not into the 60s and 70s like we saw on Friday, but we'll start to push those down towards the 50s again here and some 60s. So there you have it, that next system pushing through. It will be a strong system, but we'll push all of that to the east here. Take a look at my 5-day for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania, all points in between Oswego, Vestal, Endicott, Appalachian, Towanda. Take a look at this. Heading on into your Wednesday, the coldest day of the week, low to mid 40s here, and then into your Thursday night or Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we might get below 32 here. Thursday, we warm it up to the mid 50s here, sunny skies on the backside of high pressure into your Friday. We have some showers and thunderstorms, mainly afternoon here. Some of these, especially west of Binghamton to Scranton, could be strong to severe, but mostly we're looking at stratiform showers and perhaps an elevated thunderstorm here. Heading up towards the 60s into your Saturday and Sunday, we start to cool things down a little bit, gets a little bit stormy towards Sunday as well as we get some of the showers in the next system moving in. That'll do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com, it's Twitter at WX Northeastern, Google Plus at MeteoMark. Don't forget to visit my website, MeteoMark.com and WeatherNortheastern.com. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Weather Northeastern.